Gary Ryan was sentenced again, this time to 15 years in prison. It's a case that may have ended here in Saratoga County, but it actually got its start back in 2019. For investigators and his now adult victims, today was a long time coming.
How do you plead to the crime of course of sexual conduct against a child in the first degree, a Class B violent felony in violation of Section 130.75(1)(a) of the penal law? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Upon admitting to sexually abusing a young child, Gary Ryan was sentenced to 15 years in prison. The case against Ryan actually got its start back in January of 2019. That's when Ryan was arrested for allegedly sending explicit messages and images to someone he thought was a 14-year-old North Carolina boy. The child turned out to be an investigator in New York.
Through that investigation, we were able to uncover these acts that he was, ultimately convicted and sentenced with.
Captain Kevin Herrick of the Saratoga County Sheriff's Office says after that 2019 arrest, two now adult males approached investigators in Saratoga County, sharing how Gary Ryan had sexually abused them as young children when he took the minors on trips out of the state. A total of 3 victims were identified, and Ryan was sentenced in March in federal court to 30 years in prison.
Typically, there can be an arrest, and somebody will watch the news, see the news, and the arrest gives them the comfort and the safety to come forward and speak further.
And that's what happened in this case?
Yes.
Today, the Mechanicville man was sentenced to 15 years after admitting to abusing one of the same individuals involved in that federal case while he was with the child in Saratoga County years ago. Both the state and federal sentences will run concurrently while Ryan serves his 30-year sentence in federal prison. In Saratoga County, Anya Tucker, News 10 ABC.